Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for joining me on this lovely Tuesday evening. I'm so excited to be here talking to you guys. This might be my first Facebook Live this year. And if it is, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I got it in the first half of the year. Maybe I went live in January. I don't think I've been live since then. All right, so if you do not know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. This disco ball that you see in front of you, I am Kimberly Lawson of Lawson Learning Academy and Sherelle Inc. So I am an international best-selling author. I am a best-selling publisher. I am a TEDx speaker and an international speaker. And I am a business coach and strategist. So I wanted to come live today to talk to all of you very quickly about the 3 reasons why you should write that book now. And the word that is there for a reason. So before we really get into all of this, if you are watching the Facebook Live right now, I need you to tag 3 of your friends who have been talking about writing a book. Tell them to get on Facebook right now because they want to hear this. So if you are tuning in live right now, tag 3 of your friends. Tell them, hey, get on Facebook Live, sis. Get on Facebook Live, bro. This information is for you. 3 reasons why you need to write that book now. All right. And if you are watching live, also talk to me in the comments. Give me a hashtag write, WRITE now. Give me a hashtag write, WRITE now in the comments. Let me know that you are here. Make sure you are tagging those friends so that they are aware of the 3 reasons why they should write that book now, and 3 reasons why you should write that book now. And before we go any further, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am on YouTube. All of my Facebook Lives are uploaded there, along with podcasts and other interviews and things that I have done. So you want to make sure that you tune in. All right. So also, I want to make you aware that many of you know I am a business coach and strategist, and I do business coaching. But what you may not know is that I also coach writers. Yes, I do writing coaching. And right now, my Writers Academy is open for registration. There are a limited amount of seats. So if you are interested in getting that book finished now, you should join my Writers Academy. All right, so let's get into it. The 3 reasons why you need to write that book now. That book. And I'm saying that book because it's the book that you've been thinking about. It's the book that you have been talking about. It's the book that keeps reoccurring on your bucket list. It's reoccurring on your vision board. It's reoccurring in your dreams. You want to be a published author. You're dreaming about it. You're dying to be a published author. There's a manuscript that you have been mulling over. Maybe you started it and you didn't complete it. So now is the time to write that book. And let's talk about why. So the 3 reasons why you need to write that book right now. Number 1, it will give you a sense of accomplishment. Now, we know that everyone has this ongoing list of things that you want to do. And some of us are more, some of us really take the bull by the horns and we go through that checklist and we check off most of the things on that list. But something has been lingering on that list. It's that book. What a sense of accomplishment you will feel once you write that book, once you put pen to paper and then turn it into a digital work and then have it published and have the satisfaction of seeing your book as a paperback, seeing your book as a hardcover book, seeing your book as an ebook, seeing your book on Amazon. How amazing would that feel? What if you were able to see your book in Barnes and Noble? or Books a Million or any of the other thousands of bookstores across the US and even internationally. It can happen only if you write that book now. That's why I'm challenging you to do it. It really feels great to accomplish something that you've been dreaming and longing for so long. It's the same sense of accomplishment, if not even better, than when you buy your dream car or when you buy your dream house. And I say this because the book is going to be a lot less expensive for one, and the book is something that is extremely personal to you. Houses and cars get built all the time. Cars are manufactured. Houses, a lot of them come through builders, and so there are other houses out there like that. But when you write that book that you've been dreaming of, that book is yours, and you need to write it now. Those of you who are just tuning in, I am Kimberly Lawson of Lawson Learning Academy and Sherelle Ng. I am a international best-selling author, best-selling publisher, TEDx speaker, international speaker, and business coach and strategist. And today I'm talking about the 3 reasons why you need to write that book now. So if you are watching live or watching the replay, in the comments, give me a hashtag right now, WRITE now, in the comments. I want to just know that you are here and that you are feeling what I am saying, because I want you to write that book now. And I also stated that my Writers Academy is now open for registration. So if you are interested in writing that book now and having the assistance of myself getting you through the process, but the work will remain yours, then you need to join Writers Academy right now. All right, so let's keep going. So we went through reason number 1. Number 1 reason why you should write that book now: it will give you a sense of accomplishment. It's checked off of your bucket list. You can look at your vision board and say, yes, I did that. You are finally able to show the work to family and friends and say, hey, that book that I've been talking about, I did it. Here it is. So let's move on to reason number 2. Number 2 reason why you need to write that book now: you'll discover who you are. Writing is an amazing journey. It's truly amazing. It's an amazing journey. And you may feel like you know who you are, but you don't know yourself as a writer. You don't know yourself as a published author. It takes you on a journey of truly discovering things about yourself that you don't know. Maybe you didn't like writing in high school or in college, but as you write your manuscript for that book that you've been dreaming about, you'll discover that you really do enjoy writing fiction, or maybe you enjoy writing nonfiction. You have all of these thoughts and ideas in your head that you want to share with the world, but how can you share them with the world if they're not in a book? The world may never get that message. They may never hear those poems that you recite in your mind or you write down on napkins like I do. You will truly discover it yourself through writing. I promise you, everyone who writes a book discovers something new about themselves. You need to write that book now. Discover yourself as a writer. You'll be amazed at what you learn about yourself. All right, so I want to move right along because I am, of course, from the South. And when you go to church on Sundays, the pastor always says, I will not be before you long. And that is true here. And remember, if you have not already done so, go ahead and give me a hashtag right now in the comments. WRITE now. If you're watching a replay, still give me that hashtag. I want to know that you watched this video and that you found something in it that resonated with you. So we're going through the 3 reasons why you should write that book now. Reason number 1, it will give you a sense of accomplishment. And that is important. That's so important. You will feel so great. You will be so happy with yourself when you write that book that you've been talking about. Number two, you'll discover who you are. You know a lot of things about yourself, but you don't know you as a published author. I want you to know yourself as a published author. You need to write that book. You need to write that book now. Stop talking about it and let's just do it. Let's do it right now. Let's not put it off any longer. Let's not let this dream carry over into 2022. Let's write that book in 2021. All right. And so the third reason, which I will just be honest, is one of my favorite reasons. And it's something that I wasn't even thinking about when I wrote my first book. But once it was published, I realized then that it can be your legacy. This book can truly be your legacy. We know that published work lives forever. They have books in museums and in the Smithsonian, books that are archived that are from hundreds of years ago. Those authors, that is part of their legacy. The book that you've been talking about, the book that you've been dreaming about, the book that keeps making its way on your bucket list, your to-do list, your goals for that particular year, on your vision board, that book can be a part of your legacy. That book is something that your grandkids can have a copy of and know more about you. That book, your great, great, great grandkids can have a copy and feel a connection to you. That book can be your legacy. I want you to think about that. What legacy are you leaving for your relatives of the future? What are you leaving for the people of the future, for the culture of the future? That book can be a part of that legacy, but it can only happen if you write that book now. Okay, so quickly, I want to check the comments and talk to you guys, and then we're going to go back over the three reasons in case you are just tuning in. I'm Kimberly Lawson, and I'm talking about the three reasons why you need to write that book now. And then I want you guys to hear from an author who has experienced these three things that I just talked about. All right. So, Jeremiah Davis asked a question, how do you even start the process? And I'm so glad that you asked that. Well, I mean, number one, you really just have to write the book. You really just have to start with the manuscript. However, if you would like, some guidance, some very specific information on what to do, how to do it, the pros and cons of the publishing process, and various avenues that you could take, Jeremiah Davis, I'm inviting you to register for my coaching academy for writers. So my Writers Academy, the website is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. There's a lot of information there about Writers Academy and about the things that you will be able to accomplish. But great question. All right. Also in the comments, Sharika Keys has the hashtag write the book now. Tell them again to write the book now. Deidre Thomas is saying, good evening to you as well. She gave me the hashtag in the comments. All right, Lori Cox gave us the hashtag right now. Thank you, Lori, for tuning in. Definitely tell them again to write the book now. All right, so without just going on and on, because, you really know that I believe in writing because I have been a published author for over a decade, but I want you guys to hear from someone else that didn't think she needed to publish anything. So I'm going to bring on live right now with me, Kiara Parker of Kicks and Giggles Learning Center. Hi, Kiara. Are you muted? Okay, we'll hear you now. Hi. So quickly, share with everyone what your experience has been about publishing.
Well, I mean, when you first told me that this was something that I should think about doing, I mean, I was completely thrown off my game. I did not know what to do, what to say. I just kind of had the drop mouth syndrome because I was like, me, a published author? Like, no, I could never. But it was because of you that I continue to push myself, and you continue to push me to really get that image in my mind to know that I could do something, that I should do something, and I should never be my own obstacle. Because in all honesty, we're our own biggest critic. And so it was just great to know that pursuing a dream, I had someone behind me to continue to push me when things got hard, when I didn't know what to do, I didn't know which way to turn. So it was definitely a great experience. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had. And I'm so glad that I did it because on release day, I had that sense of accomplishment. I just felt like I did something. It was something that nobody can take from me. It's something that's always going to be around, always going to be available on Amazon. And it's something that I can say and be proud of. Like, I'm so proud not to say, oh, you should run to Amazon and purchase my book, or to just be able to go to Amazon and search me, search my name. Like, it's just the best feeling of accomplishment. And I'm just so grateful that you pushed me out of my comfort zone.
Well, I am a pusher. Anyone who knows me knows that. And I'm happy that you did not resist the pushing as much as I'm sure you probably initially wanted to, because now you have added to your legacy. You have added something for the generations behind you to see, and you're an educator. What something, this is the awesome, what did you do over the summer for you to share with your students?
Yes, it's so great to be able to use my profession in my business life, and to know that I can continue to touch kids all over the world, not just in my classroom, but also continue to support every child across America. And it was just even greater to hear that previous students' parents were eager to purchase from me just because they know of my ethic inside the classroom. So because they believed in me inside the classroom, they believed in me in purchasing my book and supported me in this business venture. And that's all I could ever ask for.
Well, that is amazing. That's amazing. Again, congratulations to you. You guys don't know, but with my help and guidance, Kiara's 2 books have hit number 1 in multiple categories. In less than a week, she was number 1 in multiple categories. So, congratulations to you, Kiara. I'm so
Thank
happy
you.
for you. Um, you know, Continue building and working on that legacy.
Thank you. I definitely will.
Okay, so let's quickly recap, and I want to wrap this up because you know, and I know that it is time for you to write that book. You can make every excuse in the world. You literally can, and you have been, because the book is not published. So now is the time. You can make every excuse. The only thing I need you to do is find one reason, just one reason why you need to do it right now, and let's go for it. You want my help? I'm here. Join Writers Academy. Registration is open. I have very limited seating because I like to work very closely with my authors to make sure that we are all clear on what their goals are, what they want this book to represent, how they want the book to be perceived, and then get them to that finish line of being published. So let's quickly recap. 1, it will give you a sense of accomplishment. You've been putting it off. Let's not put it off any longer. It's time to write that book. That book you keep talking about, yes, that one. Let's get that book on bookshelves. Let's get that book in homes. Let's get that book in offices. Let's get that book in libraries. It's time. The time is now. Number 2, you will discover who you are. You don't know yourself as a published author. It's truly a journey. It's truly life-changing, and it's for the best. It's life-changing for the best. So let's write that book. Let's write that book now. The third, it can be your legacy. I want you to leave a legacy of something that is everlasting. Published books are everlasting. Digital books are everlasting. Let's publish that book now. So, what are you waiting on? It's time for you to join Writers Academy, work with me, get that book published. Let's get that book published. So the website is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you did not get it, or if you're watching the replay and you're missing it, ask in the comments. Definitely there to help you. And remember that if you are watching a replay or live, I want to see a hashtag right now. So before I close out, let's go back to the comments and let's see what everyone is chatting about. All right, so Sharika Key say, napkin notes are awesome. You don't know how many books I've written on napkins and the back of envelopes. I don't know why. A full sheet of paper is too much for me. I am a napkin girl. All right, Renee Stevens says, hashtag right now, yes. Sharika Keith, I love the idea of leaving a legacy for future generations via your thoughts and words. That is an excellent idea. It is. That's why you need to write that book now. Deidre Thomas, that's awesome. Lori Cox, wonderful. Oh, they have the congrats to you, Kiara, in the comments. Yes, congratulations to Kiara. When she said she had the little drop mouth syndrome, she is not an understatement. When I told her she needed to do it, she literally wanted to just run away from me. But she now has all these ideas of other books that she wants to publish. So it is totally awesome. All right, Artavia Spriggs, the time is now. Hashtag right now. Yes, it is. The time is now. Quit waiting. I am a whole disco ball for you guys tonight to let you know that now is the time. Sign up today. You have questions, ask your questions, send me an email. My website is KimberlyLawson.net, and I will put that up for you. But yes, the time is now. Onequa, Hampshire, hashtag right now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. I just want to make sure that I am answering your questions and addressing things. So if you want to join Writers Academy, the website is at the bottom of the screen. You are able there to connect and sign up because, again, I'm only taking a handful of students. This process, I want to make sure that I give the people in Writers Academy the very best of me. So this will not be like a public school classroom. There will not be 35 enrollees. I'm taking less than half of that. And so if you sign up for Writers Academy this week, I just want to give you guys this little bonus. If you sign up for Writers Academy today, not only will you get the full course, but you will also get 3 30-minute laser sessions with me, meaning that you will get to sit down with me one-on-one outside of the group setting and talk to me about your book specifically, about questions that you may have about your book. Get some one-on-one advice from me if you sign up for Writers Academy this week. That means that this offer ends July 3rd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. July 3rd, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That offer for the additional 3 laser sessions ends. So I want you guys to take full advantage of it. Go ahead and sign up now. Let's write that book now. Once again, I am Kimberly Lawson. I thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to continue to connect with all of you and answer your questions because I really want you to build that legacy and have that sense of accomplishment. Have one final comment. Latanya Mincy, thanks for encouraging us. One of my teachers told me to publish web books 6 years ago. I never took the time to. Thanks for reminding me. You are welcome, Latanya. The time is now. You had 6 years of procrastination and making reasons why you should not do it. Tonight, I just want you to come up with one reason why you should, and I want you to do it. Again, I am Kimberly Lawson. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I hope everyone has a beautiful evening. Thank you for sharing. I look forward to seeing you in Writers Academy. Have a beautiful, beautiful